Hello everybody and welcome back. Today's project is one that I'm not a big fan of. We have this Ford vehicle that has these power running boards, and you can see the driver's side one here is stuck in the down position. It's supposed to be up. To lubricate it, I use these products here, WD-40 and T-9. And for those of you not familiar with these, when you open the door it goes down, and when you close it, see, it just tried to go up and didn't get anywhere. So if I do it again and put my foot under it, it folds up. And that's what it's supposed to look like. Open the door down, close the door, and it's stuck. It's good to have a decent sized piece of cardboard or something similar in it to catch the drips. Now what we're going to be doing is spraying all these joints here, any place you think that it pivots. And the first thing I do is spray it liberally with WD-40. And my thinking on this is the WD-40 will displace any moisture that may be in there, hopefully, and kind of act as a wash to kind of rinse away maybe some dirt and grime. There are similar pivot points on the far side. Give that all a good spray, and if I pan back you kind of get an idea there. I found through a little experimentation that this Boeshield T-9 seems to last the longest, so that's what I use. And once again, spray it all liberally anywhere and everywhere I think there might be a movable joint. And there it is, back a little bit, dripping on the cardboard. And I do similarly on the rear mechanism. There's no motor on the rear side, just pivot points. And then I hit it with the Boeshield. And let that drip off for a minute or so. Now usually I have the engine running because it is a little taxing on the battery, but for better audio I'll show. And when I open the door and close it, we give it a test, and it's still jammed. So what you have to do is exercise it 10 times or so to loosen it all up. And there you go, it's loose at the moment. I'll start the engine, do it a few more times for good measure, and I find the passenger side doesn't have to be done nearly as often as the driver's side. And I live in a climate where we get a fair amount of rain in the spring, summer, and fall, and a fair amount of snow and ice in the winter. Originally I started using WD-40, and I found that it would only last a couple weeks before it had to be retreated. Then I moved on to these various silicone-based lubricants, and I found that they didn't fare much better. And I had similar experience lubricating the inner workings of my table saw, where somebody turned me on to this Boeshield T-9, and it works much longer in the table saw, and I found that it works much longer on the running board. And right now I find that the Boeshield T-9 seems to last about twice as long as the WD-40. I find myself redoing the running boards about every 6 to 8 weeks, which, wish it was better, but certainly better than it was. I'm aware there's plenty of other lubricants out there, and maybe in the future I'm going to start experimenting a little more. I hate to mess with something that I know that works well. But if anybody out there has a similar type of experience to share and can recommend a product that can stick and stay lubricating for a longer time than the Boeshield, please feel free to leave a comment, but don't just suggest something, because it's kind of a pain to go lubricate the running boards, and if you find out 2.5 weeks later it didn't work very well, then you have to wait for another good day where you can go back and redo it. So like I say, if anybody out there has a similar set of challenges and has found a product that they think might be superior, please let me know. And like I always say, appreciate you coming by. Please take care, stay safe, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.